Hello and welcome to today's session of PreSales Insight. Today we are building our playbook for whiteboarding again. We will learn another play which is more based in the alternate future. The purpose of the play is to close a deal, to bring confidence to the customer. And therefore it's basically made up of very few steps, highlighting what's the decision about, why the customer needs to change, why it needs to be us, and lastly, why now? This will answer the basic questions of a customer to make a decision and to drive urgency. So let's see how it could work. My name is Sascha Oehl, Director Technology Sales here in Europe, and I'm driving with teams the whiteboarding and the sales into our customers. For today's usage, we will work with an iPad app called Microsoft Whiteboard. This is one of the applications that you will get for your pad. It's not so convenient compared to the big whiteboard, but you can work with it. I will see in the next minutes how this would work on this example. Now let's start with the whiteboard. So as you see, the first step we are doing here is we structure the white space. You see the small lines that are appearing right on the borders of the screen? This will give us the borders for our whiteboard. You will see there is an upper part for the headline section and a separation of three parts for the why change, why us, and why now. And in these three, we will have another separation for up to 3 reasons. So basically the lower part builds up in a 3x3 matrix. Now, this is the point where we now start to work with the customer. So the headline, for example, is the Infrastructure Renew 2022 project. This is the big project for the customer. And the core decision they have to make is, should they stay with the vendors that they know for years, or should they go for a more innovative way? Of course, the easiest way would be simply to stay. So why should the customer change? Now let's look into our first section, why change? Here we are providing reasons for the customer to make the change. The first one would be, in this case maybe, that the existing vendor is not fulfilling the requirements to the degree that the business needs it. This comes in terms of flexibility, in terms of economics, to fulfill the price needs that are there, and also to drive maybe the innovation into a customer. The second why change would also come probably from the business. Like we need now multi-protocol access to the same data. And the third reason would be like we are transforming into a more high-speed world. We have to be a more future-ready solution. And you see here now 3 simple whys that are painted here. For the purpose of today, it's not so much about the depth of the why that we're providing, it's about how we structure it. After this first section, the customer is aware they should do something. But at this point in time, they could do it with everyone in the market. So our purpose now is to make clear why it should be us. There could be, like we see now, reference cases with industry customers that provide security and safety to our customer. There would be industry-leading technology, proven with benchmarks, proven with industry analyst reports, and they give the confidence that this solution really works. And the successful implementation, like the POC that we did with them, to give them the confidence that this really works in their environment. Now we see the 3 steps here appearing. In this case, we are now clear with why we should change. We are clear with why it's us. Now we come to the next problem in this selling phase. Why now? Why not simply wait for another quarter? Why not wait a bit until the competition has catched up and we do more RFP and it's better, you have got more choices. The existing vendor promised that there will be something within the next 1 to 3 quarters. So why should the customer now change? Why can't delay it? And of course, we bring here our old friends. One, for example, is cost. The cost of staying with the existing vendor is one of the reasons. You have to pay the maintenance. You have to pay it ongoing without getting something new, without having some more benefits. Be careful with this one. This could be attacked by the existing vendor and used as a lever easily. But we put it on the wall right here. Second is the urgency. So when we see the cycle of buying and we delay it by another 1, 2, 3 quarters, plus the implementation, the new solution will be ready much later in the time frame. The impact for the business is obvious. They can use the new features later and they could generate less effective applications. So the business requirement is in this case to provide this new level. So we put it down right here. And why now? What could be another reason? Let's say in this case, it is that we want to catch up with competition. So the competition already have implemented a lot of good stuff. So we could save money, we could generate more revenue, and this works all together with the business needs of the customers to protect what we have. Of course, these examples are very, very simple ones. You have to tailor it to the demands and the needs of the customer. But bringing it in this way on a whiteboard can help the customer to understand why it's important to change, why it should be you, and why it should be now. And even the customer can add it and add stuff to the wall, which makes it even better. So coming back to the tool, why have we used this simple tool, Microsoft Whiteboard for iPad? Because we can easily share it. So when we are, for example, in a Zoom conference or a WebEx or whatever tool you are using, you can integrate this screen and you can work on this together with your customers right now. This will not give you the same level of interaction as with a physical whiteboard, but you can use it while we're staying at home and we're meeting a lot of our customers simply virtually. Thank you for listening with me with this short example, and the next time we will see even more plays that we can use on a whiteboard.